There's daily logins now. Okay. There's 9 days left in the battle pass. Oh my god. Well, alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some Call of Duty Black Ops 6. What is grind ooze? I don't know what that means, but anywho, this is pretty much an intermission video. Kind of a break between, you know, long parts and frustration. Crash Bandicoot. So I thought, you know, let's jump into some Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Also, I think by the time this goes up, Season 3 should be out, but at the moment, it's currently Season 2. Yeah, I could also be playing Fortnite, which is probably a better idea. Who knows? Depending on how much I rage quit, we could be looking at Fortnite in the middle of it. I do have my goat Shohei. Believe it or not, it is the only bit of Dodgers paraphernalia I will ever. Oh. Alright, I guess I can't grab that. But that is probably the only bit of Doyer paraphernalia I will ever willingly buy on my own. Now, if I do ever do a Stadium World Tour, obviously I'm going to be buying a hat, but that's like far away. That's probably not going to happen for years to come, so yeah, at the moment, my goat, my Pookie, as the kids say, Shohei Gotani, is currently the only Dodger-related thing I ever own. And I'm proud of it, darn it. I'm proud of it. He tried to snipe? No, sir. What am I? Is this just Team Deathmatch, or is it just... Is the only gimmick that there's a leprechaun thing right there? I feel like that's it. But, yeah. I'm really kind of just doing this just to kind of de-stress. Kind of just like... Hey, you know, let's just do a random video about stuff. And this has been on my chest for a while. Alright, so I am a fast food aficionado. I love me some unhealthy burgers. Love me some Del Taco. Strangely enough, not the biggest fan of California-based places like In-N-Out. I can't say anything about Whataburger. I haven't tried it, or Shake Shack, because I also haven't tried it. But, you know, I love me a good fast food burger. The Double Del and Del Taco, absolutely love it. Dunkin', oh man, I love me some Dunkin'. Mickey D's Nuts, sign me and the rest of America up. What's that? Ice cream machine broke? We'll forgive you. However, and this is a big however, there is one place that really starts grinding my gears. And you know, the perfect game to play this on has to be Call of Duty. There's one place, and I hope my neighbors are ready, because I'm ready to go off. I think my wife's been expecting this for eons now, but I am ready, because I have some beef with Jack in the Box. If you don't know what a Jack in the Box is, good. All right. Now I gotta admit, Jack in the Box marketing has been freaking phenomenal. They've done collabs with pretty much anything under the sun, and honestly, they're delicious. If you ever try a Jack in the Box taco, that thing will ascend you. It's like meeting Jesus firsthand. A Jack in the Box taco can cure anything. I swear to God. Burgers for the moment, but then you'll wake up in the middle of the night probably having to crap yourself. But a Jack in the Box taco, oh, I can tear up a freaking order of Jack in the Box tacos. Multiple. Hundreds of them. So when I tell you that I've got beef with Jack in the Box, you know it's deep. So currently, I live by Jack in the Box. And Jack in the Box has points. They're one of the few places that I willingly will constantly order from because of their points. And I, at one point, amassed a lot of points. I was picking up my kid after school. Hey, Dad, come get some Jack in the Box. You know what, son? You are darn diddly right. We can get some freaking Jack in the Box. It is based. It is delicious. It is quick. Well, unfortunately, that last part is not so. Because for some godforsaken reason in Southern California, every single Jack in the Box thinks, hey, let's take our sweet time making this order and let's do nothing about it. Now you might be thinking, well, hey, Fredo, maybe the Jack in the Box is packed. You know, maybe there's a lot of cars. You know, it's gonna take a while. And you'd be right, random viewer that stumbles upon this video, questioning why I'm having beef with Jack in the Box. However, and this is a gigantic house, the size of your mother-sized, however, Jack in the Box will be completely freaking empty. I will have a mobile order that I placed 20 minutes beforehand, and for some unholy reason, in defiance of the good Lord above, I have to wait at least 20 minutes before I get to indulge in that clown's goodness. Jester, I don't know, what is the Jack in the Box's goodness? I don't know why. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why. But for some reason, and this has been an ongoing problem for maybe about the last handful of months or so, but Jack in the Box is not very kind to respecting the priority of mobile orders. Now, I've never worked in fast food. All right, I still deal with the unfortunate part of humanity, which is services, but I don't deal with fast food directly. You know, I haven't done that kind of stuff. I've dealt with stupid people, but I haven't dealt with that. So I understand that there are people that you should just, there's people that should not be walking this good green earth that God himself has created and perfected. There shouldn't. There's a lot of people like that. So I mean I get it, you know. You got people with the freaking IQ of a elementary school math question trying to ask for food, and you're like, hey, well, maybe that's why they're so fed up. You know, maybe that's why. My brother in Christ, I am the only person in the Jack in the Box drive-thru. Why on God's green earth am I waiting 20 plus minutes for? This is what started it. Okay, this is what started it. I decided, hey, me and my wife like to sit there and, you know, after work, I get home sometimes, you know, on Wednesdays because the floor premieres on Fox every Wednesday. By the way, I love the floor, all right? That's my favorite show. Next to, this is a bit of a confession, but next to the Mama June series where it goes over Honey Boo Boo's family's life, this is a big confession, but that is my biggest guilty pleasure fast food. I'll go over it another day. But next to that, game shows with my wife is like the greatest thing of all time. So when I tell you that Jack in the Box ruins it from time to time, it ruins it. Because I sat in the Jack in the Box, not even the drive-thru. No, not even the drive-thru. I sat, me and literally 3 other cars sat blocking the handicap lane for like 30 freaking... My brethren in Christ, I ask you all to raise to your feet and ask, why am I with a mobile order that was placed 20 minutes ago, waiting an extra 30 minutes, waiting for my food? Unfortunately, I've discovered that they don't make the order till you get there, so I can kind of balance this out. You know, you've got, and it's like 10 p.m., you know. I got off of work. It's like 10 p.m. I kind of understand it. But I placed the order 20 minutes ago. I literally just get into town from coming out of town. What is Leonardo doing? I get into town after coming out of town. It's like a 20-minute gap between me and the Jack in the Box, pending on red lights, yellow lights, you know, green lights. There's actually this very specific section where it's like 4 red lights that love to all go off at the same time. So that adds like 10 extra minutes on top of the 10 minutes it takes for me to get from off the freeway, off of highway, into town. At least 20 minutes. Why is my order not a priority? It's a genuine question. I genuinely want to know why my order is not a priority. An order put in 20 minutes to go through the app that you may or may not have seen. Why? Why is it not a priority? I genuinely, if you work in fast food and you stumble upon this video, I genuinely, please let me understand, and specifically if you work in Jack in the Box, why is an order that got put in 20 minutes beforehand not a priority, but the person that put their order, freaking the second I show up, I had a big SUV sit in line for, not in line, but sit at the window for 5 minutes placing an order, at least 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a long time to be placing an order. When I show up at a fast food restaurant, I know what I want, all right? I know what I want entering me. So for someone to sit there for at least 5 minutes, you know, clogging up the line, why is it that they get their food before me? And do you know the absolutely effed up part? When they told me, all right, I put my mobile order in, I show up, there's a car in front of me putting their order in. Why is it that I pull up to the window, I say my name, I'm like, yep, this is my order. They say, cool, can you wait up front? I beg your finest pardon. Whatever, sure. I go up front. There is a second car. I don't know how long he's been waiting there. What I do know is that when I pulled into the Jack in the Box, that car was there. Why is there a car waiting before me getting their food at the same time as me? And guess what? The car that put their food in, as I'm in there, ready to say my name for the mobile order, they get their food before me. This is the most passion and anger I've put into a video since, what was it? I think it was the Promised Neverland ran. You remember that? I remember that. That was not a fun. That wasn't fun. But why? Why? I ask why. Anybody in fast food, tell me. I wouldn't be mad. I genuinely won't be upset or mad. I just want an answer. I just want to know why me putting in my order 20 minutes beforehand gets my food a whole 30 minutes afterwards. Why? I just want to know. What's the hierarchy? Because keep in mind, Jack in the Box closes their inside at like 11. So no one's inside except for workers maybe taking a break or taking lunch. So when someone comes in with what you would assume is a priority order, and someone else is also there with what is presumed a priority order, why is me waiting there for a long time? Why is me waiting for a long time? It's a genuine question. Genuine question. And that's what led me to do this, because that's not the first time this has happened. It's not the first time this has happened. I have taken my kid after school, and I get it, it's packed. But here's the thing. I leave to pick him up. It's like a maybe 5 to 10 minute drive. All right, cool. So 5 to 10 minutes to get to my kid's school. I pick him up. That takes another 3 minutes, and then to get to the Jack in the Box, another 5 to 10 minutes, depending. It would take about 23 to maybe a half hour. All right, at the very most, a half hour. Again, I have gone in, said my name for the pickup order, and I still I have seen this man make the order in front of me, putting the order a whole 30 minutes ahead of time. I'm looking at OBS and I'm looking at Audacity. I have spent 15 minutes screaming about Jack in the Box. Why, oh, why do I have to wait so freaking long at Jack? Do you know who doesn't have this problem with their apps and mobile ordering? Do you know? The GOAT himself, the Burger King. I have been in and out of Burger King in less than 5 minutes. Sure, they're using a disturbing AI voice, but I still get in and out. You know where I don't get in and out? Jack in the Box. So what can that gesture do for me? I don't know, maybe accept the freaking order and get my stuff right. You know what? I'm done here. I'm getting mad. Jack in the Box. If any Jack in the Box employee stumbles upon this, please let me know what the process is so I know what to do. Because I've about had it up to here with you people. Maybe it's just a Southern California thing, maybe not. Burger King, you stay up top, goats, because you have done absolutely nothing wrong. I get my stuff in and out. Even McDonald's, with their high volume, gets me in and out. You know who doesn't? Jack in the Box. I'm done. I got way more mad than I probably should have. What's a free gift? Let's see. Is it more double XP? Where's the oh, it's Women's History Month based. I'm done. I'm out of here. If anyone works at Jack in the Box or in fast food stuff, please tell me how that works, because I do not feel like having this rant again. I literally haven't gone to Jack in the Box since. So, somebody, anybody, please tell me. I probably woke my neighbors up, but I don't really care. They're probably very concerned, but I do not care. Somebody, anybody, tell me how it works, dude. I'm so glad this is off my chest. Oh, fun fact if you're still here. While I was waiting for that 30-minute Jack in the Box order, guess what I was watching? Guess what I was watching? Across the street, looking at the pizzeria in front of me. I was watching that one Disney show about Mexicans that no Mexican liked. That's it. I'm done. We're out of here. We're done here. We're done. I'm done.